Afternoon, everybody. Pete from AEA Northeast. Today I want to just touch base on, we're going to change out the front air tube on the B&W S45 to a carbon fiber tank today, and we're going to see what a 350cc and a 500cc carbon fiber tank will look like on the front of the S45, and a quick video on how to show you on how to swap it out for the people that got the pre-orders with the adapter for the front tank if you want to change it out. Stay tuned. Alright folks, here we are with the B&W S45 bin tack, and we're going to show you on how to swap out the front tube. First thing you want to make sure is you degas. Let all the air out of the air tube. Once it's done making noise, remove the air gauge. Next step, completely empty. We're going to go to the bottom here, and this is pretty simple. All you need is a 4mm Allen wrench. We're going to take the front and the back screw out and the big shiny silver one. This port right here is actually for the fill probe. We're going to want to loosen these up. I'm going to actually remove them all the way, just to make sure I have everything clear and nothing's dragging. Now on this big silver one here, there is a little washer on the inside, so please be careful when you take it apart not to damage the O-ring. Once you have the 3 screws out and your pressure gauge out, simple, slide it out. Now to install the adapter that our pre-orders came with, this is what everybody got with their pre-orders. This is the adapter. Now if you look at this closely, you're going to see 2 holes in the middle and 2 recessions on each end. The other side does not. You want to take the 4 marks and place them in the up position here. Slide it in. Once you have it in, I like to take a fill probe and make sure we are centered correctly. Get it nice and centered. Now once we have that all lined up, we can replace the front and rear set screws. Carefully replace the big shiny silver one. We're going to tighten it down here, leaving the fill probe in so we have it centered. We have all 3 of these nice and tight. Check the fitment of the fill probe. Probably wouldn't hurt to put a little lube on that. Now we're going to reinstall the pressure gauge. We're going to give it a little snug right here. You don't have to go super crazy, just nice and snug. Now we're going to start with the 500cc tank. This is threaded M18 by 1.5 for these. Make sure your O-ring's in place here, because that's what's going to seal it. And you want to make sure your O-ring sits correctly in the tank so you get a proper seal. And there you go. All you need to do is snug it up. This is what the 500cc tank looks like on the B&W S45. And I'm going to throw a 350cc on here as well, so we can see what that looks like. Again, you want to be careful here with the O-ring. It's hand tight. And that's what the 350cc bottle looks like on the B&W S45. Now I'm going to end up leaving the 350 on here for some testing that I'm going to be hopefully doing this weekend with these, and some ammo testing. Fingers crossed. I have a few minutes. Once you have everything back together, you want to install your fill probe. And we're just going to try to do a quick fill here off a tank. Get some air in here. About 3,500 in here right now. Tank's a little warm, filling her up. Have roughly 3,500 psi in there right now. And once you do this, if you want to make sure and double check, usually what we do to do some quick checking here is I have a little spray bottle with some soapy water in there. You put a little bit around the little fittings here that you unscrewed. Check for any kind of bubbles. Everything's looking good over here. Oh. We're gonna check around the gauge. Everything's looking good here. And we're gonna wipe it down. Clean everything up. And that is how you change out the front air tube to the air tanks. I want to thank everybody for their pre-orders on the B&W S45s. It's been a very successful adventure here. Check us out, www.aeanortheast.com. Thanks again. Have a great day, everybody.